Hi, welcome to Diversity Talks with Pam. Wherever you are, God bless you. First things first, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. So, my video today is about car boots. Have you been to the car boot before? Have you gone to sell something at the car boot? Have you been the buyer at the car boot? Just put it in the comments. I just want to hear how many people have experienced being at the cupboard, either as a buyer or as a seller. Okay, before we proceed, another reminder, like and share this video. All right, so today it was my first time to go to a cupboard as a seller. I've always gone to a cupboard, just to look around and to find interesting things that I would love, either for myself or in the home or in the garden. But today I thought, oh, I've got so many things in my house that I just need to get rid of. So let me go to the cupboard and experience, selling, which was a good experience. There were pros and cons to it. So it was very early that I went to the cupboard. They opened from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I was there around 6:30, but surprisingly, there were like lots of people already there. And I'm like, what time did these people get up today? But anyway, there were some people there already. Um, so what happens at the cupboard is, like I said, there are buyers and there are sellers. So the buyers, they pay about £1, £2, depending on the time that they arrive. So if you arrive early, you pay about £2 to get in. If you arrive maybe 2 hours after they open, it will be a bit cheaper, which is about £1. And those who are selling, they go and pay £10 because obviously they'll make profit out of whatever it is, hopefully, that they're selling. So I went, I paid my £10. I was told where to park, and I parked my car and I started laying down my stuff. So one thing that I picked up out of that is you need a table. I knew that, but I didn't have one. And I just thought about going to the cupboard like 2 days, 3 days ago. So I didn't have enough time to look for a table. But I had a rug, a nice rug that I just laid on the floor, and I started putting my stuff there. But the advantage of having a table is, it's easier for people to reach your stuff rather than either going all the way down to look at the stuff which are on the floor rather than having a table. So that's a tick. That's an advantage to have a table next time you want to try this cupboard thing. So find a portable table that you can lay your things on. So that's one lesson I've learned today. All right, carrying on. I laid my stuff. Uh, Already people were walking by, looking around, but I was still laying my stuff, and I was like, I'll just carry on. So I carried on. I put all my stuff there, and one thing again that you need is somewhere to sit, either a chair or a stool or something to sit on, because it's going to be hours and you cannot be standing for hours. But you can also sit at the back of your car. Just open your boot up and sit at the back, which is one of the things I was doing as well. I had a stool, but I was also sitting at the back of my car, just to change positions. But yeah, ideally just get a portable chair or a stool or something to sit on, because it's going to be hours whilst you're there selling. Yeah, so people started coming asking, oh, how much is this? taking things, checking if they're okay for them, checking the sizes, checking the quality as well. So, people will be looking, they'll be touching, they'll be interacting with you. So just have an open mind to just be able to answer questions that they ask you. They'll ask you about the price. They'll ask you if it's new or if it's been used. They'll ask you to reduce the price as well. So that's another thing you have to be mindful of. But the funny thing and the interesting thing out of all that I saw, and I was like, wow, wow, is the fact that, are you ready for this? Is the fact that at the cupboard, you will meet different people. There will be different people who will be buying. Different races, different ethnicity, uh, different ages. But what I noticed today, my black people, my people, the blacks, the black people, the black community, they never came to my store. If I say never, I'm a bit, I'm lying a bit. Some came, but they just came and looked and passed by. They didn't even buy. I didn't even have any buyer who was a black person, despite the fact that I am black. Most of my buyers, all of my buyers actually, they were all white. Obviously, not just British, but white as in, different cultures. But my black people, some were just passing by, not even just trying to see what I was selling for the sake of your fellow black person, your fellow black, people. And I just found that interesting, honestly. Because me, when I go and I'm buying actually, I try to support my black sisters or brothers. I at least go there and see what they're offering. But I was just so surprised. Some were just passing by, not even saying hi. I was being nice and saying hi to everyone. And some were just looking on the side, like passing by, not even wanting to, you know, to communicate with me. But there was one particular man. He was from South uh, Sudan. Yeah, he was from South Sudan. He came, he said hi, and he started looking at what I was selling. He was the exceptional one. Forget what I said before. I just remember that there was one particular man who actually came and spoke to me and even picked up my accent and said, "Oh, you're from Zimbabwe." And I was like, "Yeah, that's how I got to know that he's from Sudan." Unfortunately, what he was looking for, I was not selling it. He was looking for books. I was selling mostly clothes, shoes, you know. So, and he was even saying, my sons, what you're selling is too small for my children, so I can't buy, which was understandable. But the fact that my other sisters and brothers, hey, they were just passing by and going straight to the other sellers. But you know what? It is what it is. This is how we are as Black Africans. We don't support each other, which is a very disturbing thing, really. But we should be supporting each other, you know, as the Black community. But I just thought I would share because I found it interesting and I thought, oh, I'm going to share this on my channel. So I just want to know what you think about this, my experience. Have you come across such, in your life, in your community? Have you come across such when you've got a business and you're trying to maybe do business and you find that your black brothers and sisters don't support you? And what can we do to be able to be there for each other, to be able to support each other? What can we do? I think my next video is gonna be talking about the things that we can do to make us better, the things that we can do so that we can support each other in business, in anything, as blacks, as black brothers and sisters. So if you've got any suggestions, please put it in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I would sincerely love to hear from you, to hear your input. So to close this, after everything, after hours of selling and interacting with people, I sold a bit, not much, but I sold a bit and I got a few pounds out of it. I can't complain. And I think it's something that I'll do again, just to get rid of stuff. So if you've got stuff in your house, if you've got things that you don't use anymore, clothes that are too small for your kids, for yourself, for your family, garden tools, electricals, anything, antiques, anything. At the cupboard, what I notice as well, they sell anything and everything. So anything that you are not using, that you want to get rid of, think of going to a cupboard and get yourself some cash. So my first experience, it was just, I was wowed by my black brothers and sisters. But overall, it was a good experience. I enjoyed it. I got some cash. I had my music on just to listen to, and I had my, some snacks. I had some fluids to keep me going. And the person who was next to me actually was very nice, this old man. So he was chatting to me, and it was his second time as well coming to the cupboard. So yeah, it's good to meet different people, chat and be nice and have a, experience that you have not experienced before. So it was such a good experience for me overall. And I would recommend, if you've got anything you want to get rid of, try the cupboards. There are different cupboards, especially if you're in the UK, that you can go to depending on your area. Also, price wise, they're different, the prices that they will charge, and it depends how big the cupboard is. So yeah, I'm going to do another video about how we can help each other and support each other as black Africans, black brothers and sisters. So please, 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 don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share, and to put your comments and advice and suggestions on how we can make a better community of black people. Thanks for listening to me, and hope to hear from you soon. Have a blessed day. I love you, and don't forget to subscribe.